Back into Good Morning Quad Cities. Hope you had a good weekend. A little warm and humid for most of us. I know I was quite uncomfortable even trying to get the walk in with the dog, even yesterday afternoon as the cold front was pushing through. A brief little downpour in Sterling, but certainly many of us staying dry too. That was the case, and dry this morning too as we take a live look at our traffic camera network. Interstate 74, we're in good shape this morning. Good visibility too, and also very comfortable. I can't tell you how long it's been since I've seen temperatures this cool. Well over a week, I know that for sure. Look at the 50s sneaking into Clinton and DeWitt. This is what's going to be sticking around, in fact, for much of our week ahead. So if you want to give that air conditioning a break, you've got the opportunity this morning. May need it back this afternoon, but I think by tomorrow morning, many of us will be able to open up those windows again. We're quiet here locally in the Quad Cities. Not much in the way of cloud cover, a couple sneaking in from the south and west. The good thing about this week, though, that heat and humidity, it's going to be squashed back to the southwest. In fact, the core of the heat likely to recenter itself here across portions of Nevada, Arizona, into Utah in the week ahead. We're going to be on the very eastern edge of that, I should say, the heat dome that is. So it will stay out here into parts of the central United States. Nebraska, the Dakotas will heat up. Look at the cooler air, though. Still planning to track that in here to the southwest a little more as the week goes on. Here's Thursday. The jet stream's close by, so we will be susceptible to an occasional shower and storm as the week goes on. But look as we go into Friday into early next weekend. That cool air really establishing itself right over top of us. In fact, some very strong cooler air coming in from the north and west. This will be what comes in for week number 2 as the heat and humidity continues to get squashed off to the south and west. So let's track that shower and storm chance because it will be arriving here in the next 24 hours. Not today. We have a mix of some sun and clouds up to about 86 by this afternoon. I'll tell you though, the further south and west you go in the Quad Cities, the more humid it will feel. We'll have drier air to the north. Meanwhile, still some humidity hanging on to the south. I think that'll still remain the case for us tonight. Here we go into tomorrow morning. So commute time as you get the kids off to school. A couple of clouds around, still very comfortable with temperatures in the 60s by the afternoon. We've got a weak disturbance pushing in from the west. Here we are before lunchtime. This is 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. You've got some showers and storms pushing in, especially areas south of Interstate 80. That's where I think the better coverage of showers and storms will be through lunchtime tomorrow. And then that wave will slowly kick off to the east, giving us dry conditions late tomorrow night and into our commute for Wednesday morning. Let's get the latest on Ida, which has now been downgraded to a tropical storm with winds of 60 miles an hour. Look at the copious amounts of rainfall flooding into the state of Louisiana, Mississippi, and of course into Alabama too. Now the unfortunate thing about the track of this storm, you may remember last week or the week before here, parts of Tennessee had an extremely rare rainfall event of more than 17 inches in 24 hours. Well, look where the storm is forecasted to go. And of course, it's going to take all that moisture with it. So that's going to be an area of concern for Tennessee. But if you have travel plans along the northeastern corridor here through at least Thursday, you will see some impacts from this storm and likely some delays. This is not unusual for Louisiana in terms of the landfalls, but look at the Category 4 landfall history here, including the first ever back-to-back Category 4 landfall for the state itself. You had Ida this year. Last year, you had Laura clear on the west coast of Louisiana, and then you had to go all the way back to 1965 with Hurricane Betsy for the previous Category 4, that is, landfalling hurricane for Louisiana. So it's been a busy couple of years there for the state itself. Hopefully they can catch a break for the rest of the season. 60 degrees right now in Davenport, 64 for us in Moline. Here's your accurate forecast from STORMTRACK 8, looking for 86 this afternoon. Not much of a breeze. So again, if you're south of Interstate 80, say this afternoon, it's going to be a little bit sticky still until we can clear the rest of that humidity out by tomorrow. Very comfortable stretch of weather. Only a couple chances for rain, one being tomorrow afternoon, another one coming in later on Friday. But hey, look at that Labor Day weekend coming up. In fact, if you're going to take an extended one, Friday into next Monday, mid-80s, low humidity, and dry conditions the way things look right now.